Hi, good morning. I've explained in my yesterday talk at the Bombay Management Association the importance of OCTAPACE culture in rejuvenating organizations for the future. Particularly post COVID, it is important to build organizations that use the talent of every individual through openness, work as a member of the team, be trusting and trustworthy, authentic, proactivity driven, confronting, autonomous, experimenting, and so on. I think such organizations have phenomenal respect for human beings. In addition, they also create a participative climate. If we can leverage the talent of every human being, as we believe every human being is a possibility and not merely a resource, if he is a resource, unlimited resource, organizations can achieve a large number of things. After all, organizations are meant to serve humanity. Every organization is meant to serve humanity. And these values or this culture, if organizations promote, will go a long way in helping every organization serve its humanity. A couple of years ago, I posted another video adding two more dimensions to the 8 dimensions of OCTAPACE formulated originally by Uday Parikh. And these two dimensions were available on my YouTube channel. And these are continuous learning orientation, L standing for learning, continuous learning, and self-regulated. I would use the term D, discipline, to mean that every person working in a particular context exercises a certain amount of discipline for a larger cause. Now, I want to add a third dimension to this on the basis of the questions that were raised in yesterday's conversation at Bombay Management Association. And this dimension is purposeful culture. As I started off my talk by saying that all culture, any culture and values get meaning only when they are linked to the larger purpose of an organization, and all organizations are meant to serve humanity. So you need to be purposeful, and this term purposeful also means that every person does whatever he or she does with a sense of purpose, with goal orientation, with result orientation. Ultimately, all goals, results, etc., are for human well-being and to create happiness in the world, not only in organizations and in the world. So that is a very important part of this. So I would like to add another dimension to OCTAPACE. So with this, now the 8 dimensions of OCTAPACE now become 11 dimensions of OCTAPACE culture. And I want to coin the term, a new term, without losing the essence of OCTAPACE. I would say POCTAPLACE, POCTAPLACED, POCTAPLACED. So I've added 3 letters, P in the beginning to communicate purposiveness of the culture. Every culture or organizational culture or culture of a country or anything is working with a purpose, for a larger purpose. With human beings are born, organizations exist, a country exists, and so on. So all behavior should be goal directed, result oriented, and I would prefer to use the term purposive. So POCTAPACE, P stands for a purposive culture where every person does whatever he or she does with a purpose, with a sense of purpose, and normally linked with the larger purpose, which is to serve the humanity and create happiness at work. The other dimension, L, is continuous learning. So every organization should promote a culture where people are continuously learning, and I think all the rest of OCTAPACE is in tune with the continuous learning kind of a culture. So when you take initiative, when you confront issues, when you are trusting, when you are open, etc., there is also a learning, and in learning there is also listening, and there is also growth and development, and so on. And the last word, T, POCTAPLACED, POCTAPLACED. D stands for discipline. I would prefer the term self-regulation to discipline. However, for sounding it rhythmically, I like to put discipline, because people also need to be disciplined. Openness doesn't mean that you do whatever you want to do. I think you have to follow the whatever norms, regulations, systems in a country or in a community or in a culture. But that does not mean that your creativity should not be there. I think you should have all of them, but you should be, that is why, self-regulated. Discipline means self-regulated with respect for the law, respect for whatever is the organizational norms, values and things like that. So friends, this new POCTAPLACED culture is likely to help organizations immensely. I would like to particularly propose this for educational institutions. Educational institutions are at crossroads, and I have given yesterday in my talk the beautiful example of how Dr. Sarabhai Mathai and so many other people like Abdul Kalam and Uday Parikh and a large number of them promoted culture in the organizations that they were associated with, and talked of the IIM as a culture where we had phenomenal amount of I can say the OCTAPACE culture are now a POCTAPLACED culture. Self-regulation, Ravi Mathai at one point of time said, is the key to institution building. Nobody needs to remind you about your duty. If you have to take a class on a particular day, you take that particular class. If case material has to arrive on a particular time, they will arrive. If student has to come prepared, he or she will come prepared. So is the faculty member. I think that is self-discipline, self-regulation. Unless self-regulation is there, trustworthiness, etc. become a little out of context. Purpose adds context. Self-regulation adds discipline. And continuous learning adds growth. So I would like to modify OCTAPACE to POCTAPLACED kind of a culture, which is essential for rejuvenating organizations. And I would like to recommend that all educational institutions should rate themselves periodically, examine this, and the importance of the POCTAPACE culture should be taught to the school children. We should have books written about the importance of all of this, because this is very much in tune with Gandhian philosophy, or you may say institution building philosophy, all great philosophies, and I am also sure this is in tune with the entire purpose of creation. Wish you all the best, and I want to take this opportunity to wish you a very, very happy and POCTAPLACED culture in your organization and in the country, so that we can leverage the phenomenal amount of talent human beings have and use it for Lok Kalyan. Thank you very much. All the best. Happy 2021, productive 2021, safe 2021, and enthusing 2021. All the best from TVRLS.